Hi, my name is Mohan. UVM phases. Like, what are the phases? Why we need UVM phases?
So phases are the
Functions and callbacks that will be executed by each UVM component, and it will be executed in a predefined order or sequence. So basically, we can say the UVM phases contain some predefined tasks and functions, and we also have callbacks, and these will be executed by every UVM component in a predefined order. Now the question arises of why we need UVM phases. So the main purpose of the UVM phases is synchronization. So it is used for the synchronization between test bench components. But the thing is, why we need these phases in a system Verilog based environment only? Why we don't need these phases in Verilog based test benches? So the thing is, in Verilog test benches, all the component will be written inside module. So we have all the things are present inside modules only, and modules are static container. So the memory will be allocated initially for uh, all the modules basically. So we don't have to be worried about whether the object has been created for any of the modules or not. So it will be automatically created initially for all the modules. But when we move to system Verilog, so system Verilog provides us OOPS concept where we can create an object in middle of the simulation time, and or we can say that we can create object at
different time events basically. So the thing is, suppose we are using some object, we are calling some object and which has not been assigned till that point. What will happen in that case? So basically, that is the main drawback. So we are calling some objects and which has not been created yet, or which has not been initialized yet. So in that case, we lead to unexpected or wrong outputs basically. So to avoid this, we need some synchronization between test bench component, and this synchronization will be done by phases. And UVM provides this method. UVM methodology provides the phasing concept, and make our work very easy. So basically, phases are used for the synchronization between test bench component, like when all the test bench component and objects will be created, when these will be connected, when our environment is ready for the simulation, when the simulation is completed, when we can just extract our data from the DUT and the test bench, and when we can compare the results, and we can display the results also. So this will be done in a hierarchical or in a sequence, and the UVM phases provides us this inbuilt mechanism. So we will discuss about all the phases in detail. So we have 9 phases in total. So initially we have build phase, connect phase, end of elaboration phase, start of simulation phase, then we have run phase, extract phase, check phase, report phase, and final phase. So build, connect, end of elaboration, and start of simulation. These 4 phases are function, and these will be executed before our simulation. And in run phase, our actual simulation start, so it will consume time. So run phase is a task basically, because it will consume time, and functions can't consume any time. So run phase is a task. When this run phase completes, means our simulation is done, we move to the extract phase. Extract phase, check phase, report phase, and final phase. Again, these 4 phases are functions only. That means it will complete in 0 simulation time. So in total, we have 9 phases. Run phase is a task, and other than run phase, every phase is a function only. So now see how these phases will execute. So basically, the phases execute in a sequence or in a order. So first of all, build phase will execute. We will see what this build phase do. Later we will see this. First we are just checking the sequence or the ordering of the phases. So first of all, a build phase will execute. When the build phase completes, when build phase completes, then it moves to the connect phase. After connect phase, end of elaboration phase will execute, and after end of elaboration, start of simulation will execute, and after start of simulation, we move to the run phase, which is a actual simulation phase. Basically, it will consume time, and this is the only phase which is a task basically. So when the simulation will be done, we have phase done inside run phase. So when that phase done will be triggered, we move to the next phase, that is extract phase. When execution of extract phase will be done, we move to the check phase. After check phase, report phase will execute, and at last final phase will execute. So this is a sequence how every phase will execute. So every phase will execute in this sequence only.
Now we will understand each and every phase in detail. So first of all, we move to the build phase. So here we are just understanding the theoretical concept of every phase. In my next video, we will understand the practical uses of phases, and we will see how we can write these phases. So here I am just representing the theoretical concept. So in build phase, basically the first thing, the build phase is a function, so it will not consume any time. It will complete in zero simulation time, and this is top to down. It will execute in top to down methodology. So this is a very important question which will be asked in interviews, why the build phase will execute in top down methodology. I will explain it later. So after that, inside build phase, the instances and objects for every component will be created. So the creation will be happen inside build phase, the component creation, the object creation, the register model instantiation, that thing will be done inside build phase. So inside build phase, we will just construct our object or create our objects and component. We will create the register model, and we will set our configuration, and we will also get the configuration through config.db or resource.db. So we will get the configuration from upper hierarchy and set the configuration for some modules or sub component basically. So this thing will be done inside build phase. Let's move to the next phase. So as the name says, connect phase. So connect phase is also a function. So what it means? It means it will not consume any time, and it will complete in zero simulation delay. Connect phase will also connect phase executes in bottom to top methodology. So out of these phases, build phase executes in top to down approach. Final phase will also executes in top to down approach. Run phase will executes in parallel. Except these three, connect phase, end of elaboration, start of simulation, extract, check, report, every phase will execute bottom to top approach. So I will explain this later, why these phases executes in such a way. So right now I am just continuing. So connect phase will execute in bottom to top methodology. So as the name suggests, connect. So we will connect the different test bench component by TLM ports here, by TLM sockets, and we will connect the register model to adapter components, and we will set the explicit or independent phase domains over connect phase only. So connection will be done inside connect phase. So in build phase, we have just created the objects and component. We have setted the configurations, and in connect phase we have connected those component, and we have we can set up the explicit phase domain also, basically which are independent phases. So after connect phase, end of elaboration phase comes. So till connect phase, we have created our environment. We have created the environment component. We have connected them. So now we can print the topology, the UVM topology. So the topology can be printed inside end of elaboration. We can open files and we can do additional configuration settings if required before simulation. So this all can be done inside end of elaboration phase. End of elaboration phase is also a function. So now move to the next phase. After end of elaboration, the fourth phase is start of simulation phase. So start of simulation phase is also a function. It means it will execute in zero simulation time. It will execute in a bottom to top methodology. So it is a phase which comes before the actual simulation runs. So our simulation runs in run phase, and before the start of simulation phase will comes. So in this we can do the additional settings which is required before the simulation. Like we can display the environment topology, which we can also do in end of elaboration. But if we have changed something, if we have provided additional settings, we can see over here. We can also set the debugger breakpoints which will be helpful in debugging. Suppose if any test takes more time in simulation, so we can set the breakpoints and we can see the results, whether we are getting the results till that particular time, so that our remaining time can be saved. So we can do this configuration in startup simulation. And if any other initial runtime configuration is needed, we can do that particular configuration in startup simulation phase basically. So a run phase. So run phase is the phase where actual simulation starts. Run phase, every component like driver, sequencer, monitor, so scoreboard, every component run over this run phase, and it will execute in parallel. So the main question that will arises in run phase, why we say this run phase will execute in parallel. The thing is, every component has its own run phase, and the run phase of every component runs in parallel. Okay, I will explain it in more detail later. This is a task because it will consume time. Actual simulation happen over here. The stimulus will be provided to DUT, and the actual simulation happens over here. This run phase is further divided into its sub phases. So inside run phase we have reset, configure, main, shutdown, and we also have some callbacks for these. So for reset we have pre-reset, reset, post-reset. For configure, similarly we have the callbacks, pre-configure, configure, post-configure. Similarly for main is further subdivided, pre-main, main and post-main. Similarly shutdown phases also have callbacks like pre-shutdown, shutdown and post-shutdown. So these will be divided in 12 sub-phases further. So, so when our simulation start, first of all we will provide the reset to our DUT. So this run phase is further subdivided in these. So first of all the reset phase will execute, and when this reset, after post reset, configure will start. We will configure our DUT. We will provide all the configurations. When our device is configured, inside man phase we will provide the actual stimulus, and after post man, shutdown phase will comes, and when this post shutdown will be complete, it will move to the next phase basically. So this run phase, the reset, configure, main and shutdown, these sub phases are present inside every component. So these phases of every component runs parallel. So suppose the run phase of sequencer, run phase of driver, run phase of monitor, run phase of scoreboard is running parallel. So that's why we say a run phase executes in parallel. So when this post shutdown phase is ready to end, we will move to the next phase. So our next phase is extract phase. So in run phase we have provided the stimulus, and the DUT is providing the output corresponding to that particular stimulus. So now we comes to the extract phase. Inside we will extract the data from scoreboard. And extract phase is also a function. It will not consume any simulation time. It will complete in zero simulation time. So it is also a bottom to top methodology. It will execute in bottom to top methodology. So inside extract phase, the data and final state machine information from scoreboard and test bench component will be extracted. It will compute the statics and summaries and display the final state information. And if there is any file which needs to be closed, it will be done over here. So after extraction, we will come to the check phase. So now we have extracted our data from the scoreboard. We also have our actual stimulus will be have provided. So inside check phase, our scoreboard perform the checkers basically. So the checkers will be executed in this check phase, and the errors between like expected and actual values from the design will be compared. On the basis of that, any pass or fail for a particular test will be decided. So after check phase, we have report phase. Report phase is also a function. It will execute in bottom to top methodology. As the name says, report, it is used for reporting basically. So it is used to display result from checkers or summary of other test objectives. It will report the test result and write results to a particular file if we want to display it or store it in some other file. We can do that inside report phase. And at last we have the final phase. Final phase is also function. It will execute in top to down methodology. And typically we used to do last minute operations before exiting the simulation. We can do it over here. And if anything needs to close, like any file needs to close, we can do it over here. And the core simulation engines will be terminate inside this phase. So these are the all phases which we have in UVM, and we have gone through the theoretical concept, what we will do in every phase. So build phase, connect phase, end of elaboration, start of simulation. These are the functions which will not consume any time. Run phase is a task, and extract, check, report, and final phase, these are also function. It will not consume any time. So basically, run phase is time consuming because it's a task. The second thing is run phase will execute in a parallel approach. Build phase will execute in top to down approach. Final phase is also execute in top to down approach, and remaining phases will execute in top to bottom approach. So now we will just go in deep why this build phase is top to down and why this run phase is in parallel in its execution. So as I have told you, inside build phase we will create the instances and objects for all of the UVM components basically, and for all the objects also. So if you remember the test bench architecture, which was my first video, you will be knowing what is the how is the architecture of the test bench. We have a TB top here, then we have a test, the UVM root. So first of all, run underscore test is responsible for test creation. After that, inside test we have, it is a hierarchical concept basically. It is a layered structure which is written in hierarchical way. So first of all, test will be created, then environment will be created, then only we can use the environment. And after environment, we have to create the agents, the driver, the monitor, the scoreboard. So the things are instantiated inside the top class basically. So inside test, the environment and sequence are instantiated. So first we have to create the test, then only we will create environment and sequences. Once environment is created, then we will allocate memory for agent. Once the memory is allocated for the agent, then we are going to create the sequencer, driver and monitor basically. So it will be done in a top to down approach. That's why the run phase is that's why the build phase is top to down. And the next thing is why this run phase executes in parallel. So I have explained that every every UVM component like driver, monitor, the sequencer, every these all have this run phase basically, and the run phase of every component runs in parallel. So phases. So in next video I will show you how we will write each and every phase and what are the way to write it. So in next video we will focus on the practical on these UVM phases. Thanks a lot, guys.